Dear students, today we will study about the lenses. When we are not able to see far off things or nearby things clearly, we visit an eye specialist. The doctor checks our eyesight and if required suggests the use of spectacles. Spectacles in fact consist of two curved glasses known as lenses. These lenses are very useful. They are used in cameras, telescopes, microscopes and in spectacles. In fact, even when we are reading these lines, we are using the lens in our eyes to read these words. So, we can define the lens as a piece of any transparent material bound by two curved surfaces or by one curved and one plane surfaces. There are two types of lenses. First one is convex lens and second one is concave lens. This is shown the convex lens, a lens which is thicker in the middle and thinner at the edges is called a convex lens, and a convex lens is also called converging lens. Why it is called converging lens? Because when a parallel beam of light passes through a convex lens, it bends inwards to meet at one point on the principal axis. So all the rays or the light rays appear to meet at a point which is called focus of the convex lens. That's why it is called a converging lens. On the other hand, a lens which is thinner in the middle, this is shown the concave lens. A lens which is thinner in the and thicker at the edges is called concave lens, and this is also called a diverging lens. Why it is called a diverging lens? Because when the rays of light or pass through this concave lens, they appear diverge from a point called the principal focus of the concave lens. So in this way it appears that all the light rays are diverging in different direction from a common point called principal focus of this concave lens. That's why concave lens is called a diverging lens and convex lens is called a converging lens. Magnifying glass is another name for convex lens. Now the next topic is this one. Here, before explaining different uses and image formation by the concave and convex lens, should know some important terms related to lenses. First one is principal axis. As you can see in the diagram, the line joining the centers of the two spheres from which the lens is formed is called the principal axis of the lens. Here in this diagram, this one is the principal axis. It is passing through the centers of two spheres. That's why it is called principal axis. And second one is optical center. Here this O is called the optical center. What is optical center? The center of the lens is called the optical center of the lens. So these are these two terms, principal axis and optical center, are related to these lenses. Now image formation by convex lens and concave lens. How image is formed by a concave and convex lens? To observe the image formation with a convex lens, we place the lens on a lens holder and place a lighted candle on one side of the lens. On the other side of the lens, a white light is placed. Now, adjusting the distance of the candle from the lens, we get an image of the candle on the screen. And according to that, we come to know different positions of the image formed by this lens. And in this way, we come to the conclusion that the image formation by convex lens may be smaller or larger than the object. So we come to know that the convex lens can make smaller as well as larger image. Second one is the image may be real or virtual. What is real image? The image which can be obtained on the screen is called real image, and the image which cannot be obtained on the image. A real image is always inverted. Inverted means upside down, and A virtual image is always erect. Erect means it is always straight. So we can say a convex lens can make larger, smaller, real or virtual image, whereas on the other hand a concave lens always makes a virtual and a smaller image than the object. Now these are the different ray diagrams which represent the image formation by these convex lens. When the object is far away from a convex lens, when we place the object very far away from the convex lens, then the image formation is always small in size. It is real as well as inverted. And when the object is near to the convex lens, means beyond the double of the focal length of the lens, and real. So in this way we come to know that when the object is far from the convex lens, it always makes a small, real and inverted image. On the other hand, when the object is near to the convex lens, means between f and 2f, in that case the image is real, inverted but enlarged in size. So in this way, when we place the object between f and 2f, the image is enlarged in size. And when the object is very close to the lens, means when its distance is even less than the focal length of the lens, then we get erect, virtual and large size image. So we come to know, or we come to the conclusion that a convex lens can make real, it can make virtual, it can make straight or inverted or smaller or large image as compared to objects. So all types of images can be formed by the convex lens by placing the object at different distances. On the other hand, in case of concave lens, we always get only erect, virtual and diminished. Diminished means very small image. Here are given two situations when the object is very far away from the lens and when the object is near to the lens. When the object is very far away from the lens, then the light rays appear to come in parallel. In that case, we get erect, virtual and very small image, as well as when the object is near to the lens. In that case also we get the same type of image, which is virtual, smaller and erect. So we come to know that a concave lens always makes a small, erect and virtual image in spite of the distance of the object. Whatever distance of the object, it always make erect, virtual and very small image. Now what are the uses of lenses? As we have discussed that there are two types of lenses, convex lens and concave lens. Convex lens is mainly used as a magnifying glass. Why it is used as a magnifying glass? Because it can make a large image as compared to the object. That's why it is called a magnifying glass. So it is used as a magnifying glass, or it is used in a microscope, in compound microscope, which is generally used in laboratories, in cameras, projectors, in telescope, even in spectacles for correcting long sightedness. Long sightedness means when a person is able to see the far away objects but not the nearby object, we generally use in that case a convex lens. In the same way, there are many uses of concave lenses also. It is used in spectacles for correcting short sightedness. Short sightedness means generally when we are able to see the nearby objects but we are not able to see the far away objects. In that case, a concave lens is used. Generally children also use concave lens because they can see nearby objects but they can't see the board or blackboard from a distance. So in that case also a concave lens is used. Even in Galileo telescope, concave lens is used. So these are different. In general we can say they are used in spectacle, microscopes, telescope, cameras, etc. Thank you.